Egyptian American Muslim women terrorists, women and men, talking in my head. Um, One of the men just made my face swell even more than they did last night. Um, God. Um, they were saying they're making me vomit. Mika. Mika, no means no, Mika. They were saying how the government's been after them for a really long time. They're talking in my head with a war weapon. Okay? They're talking inside of my head. I want to make it clear they're pretending that there's something to investigate when there's not. Um, and the reason why they're talking in my head is to manipulate the records since there's nothing to investigate here. They want to make it sound like they're investigating something while they're murdering me so that they can apparently get the records destroyed. The records will only get destroyed if the people that were considered suspects or whatever we were called to to the crimes they're claiming they needed to investigate. Um, and so they're trying to murder me. I obviously I tie a bunch of records together. And look at how I want you to see, like, this is how heavy. You know what? From the shadows, you can see how heavy my face is. You can see how heavy my face is. Okay? And this is from the swelling. Like, I'm completely swollen. So anyways, going back, they're pretending to investigate me, and they're manipulating the records that were produced with the weapon that they used to talk, that they're using. They're obviously not permitted to talk in my head because for that reason exactly, they can manipulate the records and then make it sound like people coming from outside. So I'm making it clear that I can't capture their voices on my live stream because they're trying to make it sound like what I'm hearing is coming from my environment, it's not being produced in my head solely. Um, and um, Further to make it clear, none of them are trying to clear their names, and here I am live streaming. To make it clear, I can't capture the voices I hear in my head. Obviously, I'm explaining I hear terrorists talking in my head, and being that nobody really knows about, it's not, people don't know unless they're victims to this crime, honestly. And the ones that do know they're not out, um, they're not out telling people that this weapon exists. So it's not like it's a coincidence that I hear voices in my head and I know there's a weapon that has the ability to do telepathy when no one else knows. Like, this is obviously not a coincidence. So all of that to say, and then on top of the fact that terrorists talking in my head tried to make me believe that they were capable of it's just who cares what they were doing? It's all on the record. Bottom line is they're bullshitting about their records. They're trying to murder me and find a way to get away with it so that they could run off with the money they laundered and all the people that they murdered in the process of laundering money so that they could remain behind the weapon. And I want them sentenced to death, in particular the women. I want them to die. I want them sentenced to death. They're the most disgusting human beings on the face of this planet. I don't, as far as I'm concerned, the men can rot watching them all get sentenced to death in prison for the rest of their lives and cry and keep crying and crying until they die the way they've made me cry and my family. I can't even walk. It feels like this, like all this. Look at, I could do it now. So whenever right now they're attacking my face, so I don't go to work and take pictures, or I'm not happy. Look at this. So all of this is swollen. Like you can see all of this swelling. All of it. All around my eyes right here. And it's the women like the women are so desperate. I don't know if they were also permitted to use the weapon, or if they're just cheerleading alongside while the men do, are the ones making the claims to need the weapon. But dude, these bitches are fucking crazy, out of their minds, psycho trash. Look at my hair. Look at my hairline. Look at it. It doesn't frame my face anymore. It used to now look at this. That's how much hair they made fall out. Because I have a Bible study today and I have work. And they're like, we keep fucking up all your transactions. Get the fucking picture. Get the fucking picture. They're Egyptian American Muslim women. And I woke up this morning and one of the men was laughing because he gave me a Charlie horse. My leg was so cramped. I can't even begin to explain. Look, he's making my face right here swell. He was like, look at that stupid bitch. Look at that stupid bitch. So I don't know how it's possible, but they can make you feel like, I know obviously when they're manipulating my feelings and when I actually feel a certain way. Although at this point, regardless, that doesn't matter. They're fucking trash. If someone abuses me, I'm calling the cops. That's what they want, is for me not to call the cops. They want me to get abused and not say anything. Look at my hair every day. I want the women sentenced to fucking death. It's the women. They're like, haha, no one makes our hair fall out. And they want me walking around. Especially yesterday, I went and took my daughter out. And they were like, you fucking bitch. You this, you that, in my head. And what they do is they block your receptors to cry. Because they're pretending I'm the one that needs investigating. And they try to stir you up to make you sound angry and violent. So it looked like I was talking to my daughter. Because obviously they're not here. They're talking inside my head. And they're like, and they were saying, bitch, did you think that you were going to go have fun with your fucking daughter while we're facing the death penalty, bitch? While we may be facing the death penalty, bitch? No, you're going to go fucking kill yourself, bitch. I swear. And they're like, and after they got done telling me, we have money, our kids are educated, ha ha, we retard you and your daughter. We talk in your daughter's head so she can't get good grades, she can't even hear. And then I was asking my daughter, like, what's the problem? Like, why are you struggling in your classes? She's like, Mom, I legit can't, I either can't hear or I just don't understand. It's going too fast. Just everything these terrorists have said they're doing to her. My entire head is swollen so that when my hair falls, the hair that I have left doesn't flatter my face. These are the most weird They're women, dude. They're women. They don't want me taking pictures, and they want to make sure the men don't fuck it up. They want them, they're like walking their men like dogs, like, okay, okay, stupid psycho terrorist brother. Okay, this is enough torture. Now just a little more. She's not getting it. Just a little more. They're like, actually like, they're the ones who are orchestrating this psychoness with these men.
Welcome to Market News. Here's what we just got for you. 2 minutes ago from CNBC, there have been few instances over the past 35 years or so when the Fed has only made one rate move, be it up or down. 12 minutes ago from CNBC,
this is all swollen. And I can tell because they're like indents, because they want to stretch the skin. I want the women sentenced to death. It's the women I want to watch die. I swear to God, it's the women. It's like, it's not even like I'm doing this because I hate the men, because I do, but I really fucking think the women are disgusting and solely responsible.
An hour ago, as a red-hot global stock market stumbles into bear territory,
they're disgusting, they're dangerous, they're weird. They're fucking so fucking. And then they want me thinking disgusting and not psycho.
An hour ago, oil prices.
They want me disgusted with them so that my mind doesn't perceive that I'm in danger. Alexa, stop. So that my mind doesn't perceive that I'm in danger. Like, it's literally like, okay, oh, she's thinking too hard that she's in danger. Oh, let's disgust her. Let's make her disgusted. And then they have these scripts that they like go over with, like, in my head to like refocus my thinking. They're Egyptian American Muslim women. They're talking in my head. Please, I want those bitches to die, dude. When people find out what these whorebags have been doing, man, am I gonna get what I want. I hate those fucking bitches, dude. You're gonna see how swollen my head is right now. He doesn't even want me moving my neck. Look, I can't even. They're stopping me from moving my neck. They're Egyptian American Muslim women terrorists, and they keep saying, that bitch wants my kids to die. Over and over again in my head. Today I popped out of bed because I overslept by an hour. Now he's attacking my back. I gotta look and see when the last time I made an MRI. And I gotta get with the neurologist. And it has to be a long relationship. It has to be, I gotta be with the neurologist as long as I'm with my psychiatrist. We gotta go over several imaging results over the course of it. So I don't know if you can hear me. I want to see an MRI. I mean, a neurologist, and continue to see them over the course of the rest of my life. and establish a relationship where we're actively looking through all of my imaging results of my MRIs, of my CT scans, so that they can explain if there have been changes over the years. They're making me pass gas. They're like, oh, the more disgusting she is, the more people aren't going to want to be around her. This is why there are so many homeless people. It's because of these terrorists talking in my head. They're being tortured and abused. Get off of me. Look, they're stopping the circulation. So I bought eyeshadow yesterday that I really like, and I want to use it today. So they made my face swell so that if I put it on, it doesn't look good. One of the women is saying, fuck you. They're trying to force me to stop live streaming. And then, oh, and on top of that, my live stream makes it obvious what's going on because they're conducting a confidential investigation. It's an investigation. It's confidential. The investigation part is obviously not an investigation. So now I want to make everything I do public. So it's obvious I'm innocent and they're psychopaths. I want them sentenced to death. So one of the women's like, this is a pigmented palette. For the first time ever, this is how much they've deprived me of money, and she's admitting it on the record. For the first time ever, that bitch bought an actual palette that of eyeshadow, and I bet I know for a fact, like they're thinking, let's break it, let's break her fucking palette. That's how they are. I bought my daughter a bracelet, they broke it. My mom bought her shoes. One she lost, the other one they broke the heel. These are bitches. They're $50 shoes. And how they break it, I don't know. They can just program the computer and it does whatever they tell it to. No. And they'll scream, ha, stupid bitch. Did you think your daughter could wear that? Do you think your daughter can have that? Do you think your daughter can look like anything but a bum bitch? Ha ha, bitch, in my head. And then they want to go run off with the money they laundered and they stole from everyone. And go spoil their stupid kids. Are you fucking serious? I'm leaving all these records behind. I'm not joking. And I'm telling you, I'm telling them to their face. And she's playing with my head. I'm telling everybody to their face, I'm telling everybody while the terrorists are listening in my head what they're doing. And I don't care what their fucking outcomes are. They'll all be facing the death penalty. Anyways, there are Egyptian American Muslim women terrorists talking in my head. There are Egyptian American Muslim women. They grow up. Why? What is it? What, you weren't a child once? And she's trying to pretend like her mom, the terrorist bitch talking in my head, their parents, their moms are the biggest fucking terrorists. This is like a line of terrorist generation, like it's an organization and it's generations already now, like 2 or 3, at least in this country. I don't know how long they were terrorists in our country pretending to be normal good people, but out here it's been what, since we've entered this country? Since they've allowed Egyptians into this country? There you go. I cleared it up. Anyways, they're hurting my daughter and me. They're like, go kill yourself. When my daughter needs a mom, she's looking for a mom. Look at. So, this is all the swelling, dude. He was like, ha ha, I'm stripping you of your femininity, bitch. Ha ha, bitch. You're a fucking bitch. You're this. You're gonna walk like a dog if I fucking say so. They're like, we didn't launder all this money and murder all these people so a bitch like you can fucking fuck it up for us. I swear. In so many fucking words. I just want to make it clear. The voices I hear are Egyptian, American, Muslim women terrorists, okay, alongside their psycho brothers. So the women keep saying, Renee doesn't give a shit if we make her hair fall out for saying all that stuff. That bitch obviously doesn't fucking care if all her hair falls out. Which, who does not, who wants their hair to fall out? Of course I care. These are psychopath women. They're talking in my head.
Good morning. Today is Be a Kid Again Day, one of the few holidays that we also share with goats.
She's like family with me. What happened to So the terrorists are so obsessed with me not going to work and look, they want to make it look like there's something to investigate when there's not. That they have the women have the men saying, "Oh, that bitch wants to she wants to change up her look today. She's her eyeliner. She's even making her eyeliner thicker than usual. Like weird. They're fucking weird, dude." They're murdering me. They're murdering me. They're trying to get me to commit suicide. It's the women. They're Egyptian American Muslim women. So they're like, because I set my alarm for 4:30. This is how they are to try to get you stirred up. And they're doing it right now. One of the women. This is their. It's the women's favorite thing to do. Um, like, oh, she wants to get up at 4:30. The alarm went off, and I was too tired. I was like, I can't. I'm gonna sit till 6. So I set my alarm till 6, and when 6 rolled around, they were playing with my head, so that I was too tired to get up, and I ended up sleeping an hour, and then popping up. They're playing with my head, so I'm stuttering when I talk. Um, and right now they're like, oh, ha ha ha. Instead of waking up that extra hour, that an hour early to see the sunrise like you wanted, bitch. Ha ha, we made you sleep in an extra hour, bitch. Like that is really how they are all the time. All the time. They're Egyptian American Muslim women. They're talking in my head. Like, I just want you to know how obsessed with everything I do they are. I want you to know how obsessed they are with everything I do. Everything. Everything. They're obsessed, and he's like, complete your thought, retard. Haha, I rewired your mind. Like, he's trying to tell me he could do that to my daughter, which he's been doing since she was in 3rd grade, or second or third, since the pandemic, or before, really. And anyways, they're doing that to see if they could get me mad and start cussing, so people think that I'm talking to my daughter, so my neighbors think I'm like belligerent and talking to my daughter this way. She's knocked out in her room. Maybe I'll buy another one. Get out of my fucking head. It's obviously not obvious if I'm the only one who can hear you. They're Egyptian American Muslim women terrorists. They're talking in my head. Uh, They don't want me going to work, so it's so that it looks like I spiraled out of control. They don't want me to show consistency at work because it's obvious they're sabotaging. It's not even sabotaging me, that they're controlling all my transactions, that um they're forcefully taking control of my situation to try and traffic me out of work, and then further to murder me. I mean, this is all to murder me, but make it look like it was all my decisions and I show no consistency. So I'm making it clear, no, I'm consistent. It's these terrorists that are talking in my head. And if I don't show up to work, it's because I'm sick. It's either has to do something with me having to be there for my kids, or I'm sick. That's the only things that would stop me from going to work. And as you can see, I'm not partying, I'm not playing music, I'm not like this isn't a party all day. I enrolled in school. Like that's how much I want to go, like I want to learn. This isn't I'm 41 years old. I'm not a child. They want me to go back to this childish mentality. Is it childish because I'm seeing I'm seeing college students that are extreme, my son being one of them, responsible. One of the women keeps laughing like, that bitch keeps taking responsibility. Ah! In my head. For our crimes, we're the ones who retard her. And it's like, okay, okay, you're not cussing? So I just said that, and she's like, bingo, like to see if she could stir me up to start cussing. When I start to show confidence in my conversations at work, when I'm calling people and I just pick up the phone, and I'm not shy anymore. And now even when they're hurting, they're making me stutter. This is how I sound when I'm on the phone talking to borrower after borrower. Although I know I've been doing this since 2004. I've been doing this since 2004. Um, but I start to stutter. They don't want me talking to people and sounding professional. Um, what was I saying? Um, she was playing with my head, like, can you remember? Haha, fucking bitch. Haha, I'm playing with your head so you can't remember. What was I saying? Um, now to distract me from work, thinking about work, like I feel this is what they do. Right here, he pulls on these muscles, they pull on your stomach, and like they're burning the lining in my stomach, making me feel nauseous. They chipped my tooth. Um, but what was I saying? So I'll be talking to oh, I'll be talking to an agent or somebody, and I'm, trying to explain the situation. And I start stuttering, forgetting, not making connections while I'm talking so that I can, be fast on my toes. Like, okay, let's creatively think of how to structure deals. And, um, and, they're playing with my head. They're like, haha, see, can you remember what you were going to say? Um, what was I going to say? This is exactly what I want them to see. Um, and oh, the women will they'll say, oh, the bitch thinks she has confidence. Oh, when I'm like I'm feeling they're not playing with my head so aggressively, and I start feeling confident, I'm comfortable again. I mean, I'm always they're putting words in my mouth, I'm always confident. But when I'm talking fluidly and comfortably, and I sound like I know what I'm saying, I'm not stuttering anymore, and I sound confident. They're like, oh, the bitch sounds confident. The bitch sounds confident. And immediately they start shocking my head, laughing in my head, like, your fucking hair fell out, stupid bitch. You stupid bitch. It's the And the men are like, ha ha, our women are better than you, bitch. Our women are better than you, bitch. Who the fuck said you can work? If I said you're gonna fucking retard, bitch, you're gonna fucking retard, bitch. It's the women and their stupid psycho brothers and dads, dude. And their sons. Look at my forehead. See? That's from the swelling. Like I put the pressure down so all the fluid has to go to other places, and this is like it stretches it out. Like you think you're gonna have confidence, bitch? You think you're gonna talk with confidence, bitch? They're Egyptian American Muslim women. They're talking in my head. I want them sentenced to death, the women. Especially because the men said how much better these psycho bitches are. They say we're weird and better. These are the arguments I would have. Well, if I said, this is what I want, and then I start explaining why, they'll do it. In your fucking face. I can't smile because they're pulling. They don't want me to smile or look at myself and feel sexy. So they pull on my face. They pull on my facial muscles. So my eyes, it's like, this is crazy, dude. I want them sentenced to death, the women, dude. It's the women. They're fucking garbage. Get off of me. They're obsessed with me going to work. I'm Because you're suffocating me and you're keeping me up at night, not because I'm not going and you have me doing what the fuck you want me to do. Anyways, he's trying to get me kicked off. He's like, just how I ran you out of the gym. He didn't. First of all, they keep me up all night, so I can't get up early enough to go there and then go to work early. I don't know about that shit. He keeps pulling on my eyes. Look at. They're just sitting on their fucking asses, dude. Behind a weapon and they're hurting me with it. Oh my God, I want to paint such a clear picture. The terrorists talking in my head. I have all day to talk in my fucking head while I'm trying to go, while they're making me feel sick, to get ready and go to work feeling sick and talk to people feeling sick. And now I want to cry. They want to make me cry because I have my makeup on. And their favorite thing to do is like do anything they're playing with my head. They're just playing with my head. They're trying to stop me from going to work. Get off! They're talking in my head. They're talking in my head. They're trying to make it sound to my neighbors like it's like my daughter, like I'm talking to my daughter. They're trying to make me cry after I just got done putting on my makeup. They're pulling on these muscles because the men, honestly, the women are just fucking garbage, dude. Please, please, I want them sentenced to death. Every time I think about how these men are, if they care or they don't care, and it just, to me, it like boils right back down to their mothers and their fucking sisters egging them on. And then the men don't make sense. They're disgusting. They're stupid. They're weird. They're clearly serial killers. And I'm like, this is really upbringing, dude. She's sleeping with them. What the fuck? Fuck you. And they're like, why would it be my mom and not my dad? Like, well, if your dad's the one committing these barbaric crimes and your whorebag mom is sleeping with him, I guess she's raising all of you? Yeah. All he's concerned about is how consistently I'm going to the office. The terrorist talking in my head, it's the women really, they're behind the men. How consistently I'm going to the office and how obvious it's going to be that they're responsible for trafficking me and ruining my transactions intentionally. Like there's nothing to disguise that it was them, basically. That's all they're concerned about. Because they want to murder me and make it look like it wasn't them. And if it's like, okay, we can't traffic you out of there to look irresponsible and stupid, kill yourself, then kill yourself, bitch. Be miserable, bitch. Be miserable. But it's like, and I'm making that's murder. That's murder. I'm telling everybody these bitches are trying to force me to commit suicide. I'm making it clear. These are Egyptian American Muslim women terrorists, and they're fucking serial killers, and they're talking in my fucking head, and they're laundering money. I don't give a shit what a bitch says. You know what? Time will fucking force that shit right down your throat. Mm. You hear me, bitch? you're only getting older. You won't be able to say that very much more. Maybe I know. Still that bitch now. So weird. I could ever die for a bitch who's a terrorist that wants to have kids and she needs me to help her. She wants me to cooperate so she can murder me and get away with it and go have kids. After ripping my heart out and my kid's heart out and my mom's heart out and my dad's heart out and my sister's hearts out. Get the fuck out of here. What are you after fight for? I mean, he's not a fag. That's what he wants me to say, so he can say. Renee kept saying they're homosexuals. We're clearly not. We're married. See. They're heterosexual married men who sleep in the same house together, and they're talking in my head wherever the fuck they are. So I feel like someone's walking me. Like I'm not my legs. I don't have control over them. I'm gonna change. I don't have control. They're taking control of me right now. Okay. They're hurting me. The terrors talking in my head are hurting me. They're hurting me so I don't go to work. Off of me. There it is. Get out of my head. Get out of my head. Alexa, what time is it?
Good morning, Devin. The time is 8:39 a.m.
Since when do enemies go and kill themselves for enemies?
This is a reminder to drink water.
Alright, I'm officially ready for work.
Said she had an unsettling experience with him, was quote breathless. Now, in interviews with CNN and Politico, she has given few details about what she says was a non-consensual sexual encounter.
love
And
you.
allegations have shaken the race. The leadership
going to
of
work.
Maine's Democratic Party has urged
Call me if you
Wagner
need
to end his
anything.
campaign, and some of his most prominent supporters, including Senator Elizabeth Warren, have also urged him to drop out.
Regardless of the inaccuracy of the reporting, we're mindful that political realities are a threat. We are taking the time to
I
reflect
love
on the best
you.
path
If you
forward.
need anything, call me Kay.
In a video statement released yesterday, Plattner said that, quote, any accusation of non-consensual behavior is categorically false, but it was not immediately clear whether he intends to continue his campaign in Maine, a race that both parties see as key in the battle for control of the Senate. Also, in another update on Comcast, Republican Senator Mitch McConnell
Devin, here is your reminder. Check section E. Devin, here is your reminder.
Oh, I need to feed you guys. Come here, baby. Come here, Sissy. Oh my God, Mama. Here, baby. I love you so freaking much here. I love you. Bye.